Hey guys, Welsknight here, coming to you from a creative world in the newest snapshot, 17W06A. And I just wanted to make this super quick video. This new snapshot has added a bunch of new blocks. We've got concrete powder and the new terracotta blocks. And the terracotta blocks are a little controversial. Controversial? Some people have been hating on the new blocks. And I just wanted to make this quick video to show that they can totally be used. And it seems like most people, the biggest struggle that a lot of people have been having with them is using them in odd-numbered builds. Builds that are, 3 wide or 5 wide or 7 wide, because a lot of builds, I mean, look at this. This is a perfect example. This is a little mock-up of a house I was building. Odd numbers, right? So it comes to a single center point block, and when you're using these terracotta blocks, they don't have that. If you want to get the pattern, the center point is on the line where the blocks all meet up, and a lot of people have been kind of struggling with that. So I wanted to make this quick video to show that you can still use them for odd numbered builds. So here's an example, right? Not really doing anything. This would be like a floor. I could see this in maybe like a giant grand hall or something like that. And this is odd numbered. It's I want to say, I don't remember the dimensions. I think it was maybe like 18 by 23 or something. I don't remember exactly. You could count it out if you want. But basically, it's an odd numbered build. And it has a center point, line going right down the middle here, and then lines between, but by the use of the stairs, like so and like so, it adds that extra detail, and it still looks good, and it gives you this nice big floor pattern. Obvious example of how to use the terracotta blocks in an odd number build. Otherwise, use them. Here, this is an even-numbered build, but the same concept applies over here. Odd numbers, right? Only difference is you kick the terracotta blocks out to the corner, give it a center block, and add something in between. And you still get this kind of nice effect with this nice detail and color, but it doesn't look bad. Over here, this wall, same thing. Kick the terracotta blocks out to the corners, right? And then add stuff in front of them. Now, a couple tips I do want to give you when it comes to using these terracotta blocks. Let's grab some sandstone real quick so I can illustrate my point. And we'll just go and make like a little area like this, right? Say this is a floor in a building, and you want this to be, you want to use terracotta in here, in the floor. If you're going to do that, it's very important, I think, when you're using these new blocks, that you have some sort of a depth change when you use them. For example, here, we put slabs around it and then have it go down. Or maybe we do stairs around it instead, right? Just something so that there's that depth change, and I think it looks a lot better that way. Same goes for using them in walls. Over here, if we take, let's grab some white stained clay and this white glazed terracotta, and my biggest struggle with these terracotta blocks, honestly, has been using them vertically, just placing them. It's kind of a challenge. That one goes there, here, and that means that this one needs to be placed from that side, right? Yeah, there we go. So you see this, right? And that doesn't look good, but if you add some depth in there, that looks much, much better, right? Depth change. Make sure you have some sort of change in depth where that texture changes, because you don't want it to happen on the same level of depth. And guess what? That's not a concept that's unique to terracotta blocks. That's kind of a basic principle of building in Minecraft. If you're going to have a texture change, try and do it on a different level of depth. Look at this roof, for example. Texture change, different level of depth. Right? Texture change, different level of depth. Same with the doors, same with all these different things. And this isn't really a super great creative world for this, because this is actually a relatively new creative world, but you get the idea. Over here, another little mock-up, right? Depth change. Very simple. It's very simple. It's not a difficult concept to grasp, but so many people are trying to use the terracotta blocks like this, and then they're saying, these look like garbage, these look like trash. Well, that's because you're not using them. You gotta follow. Just because we have new blocks that are pretty and have all these vibrant colors and stuff in them, doesn't mean that you can let go of some of the basic principles of building, right? It's not a difficult concept to grasp, and it doesn't even have to be a drastic depth change. You can do something as simple as grabbing some carpet. Well, let's not use that blue carpet. That's gonna clash like crazy, but maybe like light gray carpet. That kind of matches up, right? Do something like this, and even though it's only an extremely minor change in depth, it still looks infinitely better. Very simple. Very, very simple, guys. It's not hard to do. So let's talk a little bit about making floor designs using terracotta, right? Because I think that's going to be something that a lot of people struggle with. Now, I'm going to give a couple examples here. First of all, we're going to start off with an example that I have used many, many times in Hermitcraft and some of my other series. There they are. Let's grab a glowstone lamp. I use this floor design all over the place, right? You've probably, if you watch like my Hermitcraft series and you've seen my dwarven base, this is going to look very familiar to you. So we grab some stone bricks and we do something like that. And then maybe we grab some furnaces and we do something like this. Maybe grab some chiseled stone brick. Oh, those are monster eggs. Just kidding. Maybe we grab some polished andesite and some regular stone brick. It doesn't really matter. But the idea is we're starting with a center point and then building out on it, right? Just like so. And then we would do, I don't know, probably like a chiseled stone brick in these corners. And then that whole thing is tileable. So here, we would go like that, and like this. We would put our redstone lamp here. I'm not going to bother lighting that one, because this is just to kind of show you the concept. But something like this, right? And then you have this nice floor design, right? Pretty simple. The same thing can be done using the new terracotta blocks. All right? It's the same concept. Start with a center point and kind of build out on it. So let's find ourselves a sea lantern. That'll work. So there's our center point. And then we say, okay, we got our center point. Let's go ahead and kind of build the terracotta around it like that. Then maybe we take some sandstone and feed it in like this, right? And then we can kind of work our way out. And then we say, okay, well now we need some other blocks, so let's maybe grab, what else would go well with sandstone in this setting? Maybe we grab bone blocks. Maybe we go sandstone here, like this, and we bring bone blocks across like so. And suddenly we have this really kind of nice floor design that's popping up that's very tileable, and it gives off light, so we don't need to worry about any additional lighting. And it incorporates the new terracotta block. And that's something I just threw together in I mean, I just made that up with you guys right now. That wasn't planned. But that's just an example. The new blocks are not bad. They're actually they're great. They're very unique. I think they're a great addition to Minecraft. You just have to kind of think outside the box. You got to use your imagination, just like everything else in this game, my friends. They're totally usable. You just need to put your imagination to the test and make them work for you. Remember your basic principles of building. Yes, they have very ornate textures that are very different from a lot of the other things in Minecraft, but I would rather get something like this light gray glazed terracotta than I would this purple that looks horrendous. This I can find creative ways to use as a highlight and decorative block. Certain other blocks in this game, not so much. I mean, there are some very obvious examples of unusable blocks in this game. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to throw this quick video together for you. Hopefully give you some ideas. Hopefully kind of dispel the notions that these blocks can't be used in odd-numbered builds and that they're useless and they ruin Minecraft, because that's not the case. I think they're fantastic, and I'm looking forward to all sorts of different builds that kind of incorporate these terracotta blocks, and for that matter, the concrete blocks and the concrete powder are an excellent addition as well. I can see myself using some of these in a lot of different ways. So, yeah, just wanted to throw this together. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you like more building content, definitely subscribe, leave a like on it for me. It really helps me out. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Links in the description down below. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.